Am I the only one that didn't know FDA timelines could actually be simple? If you've ever felt overwhelmed by the maze of regulatory deadlines, you're definitely not alone. The world of generic drug approvals is notorious for its complexity, and the FDA's timelines can seem like a moving target. But what if I told you that, with a little know-how, you can actually predict and manage these timelines with confidence? Today, we're diving deep into GDUFA 3 timelines, breaking down the FDA's goal dates in a way that's easy to understand, practical, and yes, even a little bit empowering. If you've ever juggled ANDA deadlines and felt lost, this is for you. Maybe you've spent late nights poring over guidance documents, or maybe you've had that sinking feeling when a deadline sneaks up on you. The truth is, the FDA's process for reviewing abbreviated new drug applications, ANDAs, can be straightforward if you know what to expect. So, let's take the confusion out of the equation and walk through the key milestones together. Let's break down GDUFA 3, no jargon, just clarity. GDUFA, or the Generic Drug User Fee Amendments, is now in its third iteration, and it's all about making the review process more predictable for industry and the FDA alike. The timelines we're talking about today are the FDA's goal dates, the targets they set for reviewing your application. These aren't just arbitrary numbers, they're the backbone of your regulatory strategy. Let's start strong. If you submit a complete ANDA under GDUFA 3 and there are no major issues with your application, the FDA's target is 10 months from the date of submission to reach a decision. That's right. 10 months is the standard review timeline for a well-prepared, complete application. This means that if you've done your homework, gathered all the necessary data, and double-checked your submission, you can expect a decision in less than a year. But, as with all things regulatory, there are some important caveats and opportunities to speed things up. But here's a game changer. Submit a pre-submission facility correspondence, or PFC, 60 days before your ANDA, and your timeline shrinks to 8 months. The PFC is essentially a heads-up to the FDA about the facilities you plan to use, giving them a chance to plan inspections in advance. By providing this information early, you're helping the FDA streamline their process, and in return, you get a faster review. This is a huge advantage for companies that are organized and proactive. Imagine shaving 2 whole months off your approval timeline just by planning ahead. That's 2 months saved, just by planning. It might not sound like much, but in the world of pharmaceuticals, 2 months can mean the difference between being first to market or playing catch-up. It can impact your bottom line,